Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now, the news for November 10th, 2021. Disney Very Merriest After Hours has kicked off of the Magic Kingdom. We, of course, were there to check it all out. This is kind of the replacement for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, similar to how Boo Bash replaced the Halloween party. Among the new offerings was Mickey and Minnie's Very Merry Memories Castle Stage Show. It's the first Castle Stage Show since March of 2020. Runs nightly during the upcharge event at 9:25, 10:35, 11:45, and 12:50. In the show, the pair look back on the celebrations of the past with nods to Mickey's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which, kids, you may remember, performed at the Galaxy Palace Theater. Remember that? Also celebrate the season, which was the longest-running Castle Stage Show of all time, and the most recent addition to the Christmas party, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. Mickey and Minnie are joined by Donald, Daisy, Pluto, and Goofy, and have plenty of other company as their human counterparts bring lots of singing and dancing to the show. And later on, Jose and Panchito join Donald to form the Three Caballeros for a performance of Feliz Navidad, followed by appearance from Chip, Dale, and Clarabelle Cow. The show has a runtime of 15 minutes, features plenty of snow at its conclusion, and some pyro, too. You can watch the full video of the show right here on our YouTube channel. I teared up a bit when Celebrate the Season happened, because my whole life was that show. Whole life. After being absent last year, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade stepped off again as part of the event. Guests lined the route to welcome back the parade, the first full parade at Walt Disney World again since March of 2020. Obviously, the parade has lost some performers, but nonetheless, it was still packed with characters, had as many floats as it's ever had, so those are the positives. There are some things that are a little questionable. There were less toy soldiers than there were even in the cavalcade last year, some things like that. You can watch the whole parade in full right here on our YouTube channel. Decide for yourself how you feel about it. And the skies above the Magic Kingdom were lit with holiday cheer once more with the return of Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks. That's right. If you attend this party, not only do you get in at 7 p.m., you could watch Enchantment, but you could also see then later another fireworks show, this one. You may remember this one debuted a couple years ago at the Christmas party. It's relatively new, and it returned again at this year's event. Meanwhile, it's a holiday hoedown over in Frontierland with the return of the Reindeer Wranglers. The musical trio performs Western-inspired holiday classics near Pecos Bills. Really, it's more near the Grizzly Hall, home of the Country Bears, but nonetheless, they perform 4 times during the party as well. You can check them out right here on our YouTube channel as well. Also, here's the fireworks show if you want to see that. Santa Claus is back at the Magic Kingdom, too. Guests can meet him at the Liberty Square gazebo just behind Ye Olde Christmas Shop. There's an actual queue set up. This is not one of those physically distanced ones where you could just walk up and meet Santa Claus. You do have to wait in a line. The line can be long, but you do get to spend some time talking with Santa, more personal experience, and you get a distance photo with him, so it's nice to see. In addition to meeting Santa Claus, you can meet some of your favorite characters as well. Mickey Mouse and the princesses are available. Unfortunately, they're not dressed in any holiday garb. It's just their usual meet and greets at Town Square Theater and Princess Fairy Tale Hall. But on the dressed for the occasion side, we do have your friends from the 100 Acre Woods, which includes Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Eeyore at the Crystal Palace. You have Captain Hook and Mr. Smee across from Pirates of the Caribbean. The Country Bears above Grizzly Hall. How great is that? I love the Country Bears. And they have their scarves on. Tweedledee and Tweedledum are up to the usual antics outside of the Mad Tea Party in Fantasyland. Stitch can be found as part of the Club Tinsel Dance Party at the Rocket Tower Plaza stage. Video of all these character experiences right here on the channel, of course. Of course, it wouldn't be the holiday season at Walt Disney World without some specialty treats. Our first review of the season, Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. They have a Christmas cookie-flavored milkshake, which is back in an altered form this year. It costs $7.99, so we had to try that out. And then there was the party exclusive, or should I say after-hours exclusive treats, which included at Sleepy Hollow a ginger apple funnel cake, which is gingerbread funnel cake topped with apple pie filling, vanilla ice cream, and caramel sauce for $7.99. Then the snack cart in the hub on Main Street had the Orange Bird Churro drizzled with citrus marshmallow cream, topped with orange candy slices for $7. We finished at the Golden Oak Outpost with the gingerbread almond cake pop, which is a cake pop dipped in white chocolate, costs $4.99. Reviews of all of these holiday treats on the site. Finally, the Main Street vehicles have returned to service at the Magic Kingdom this morning, or should I say yesterday morning. The Jitney and the Omnibus were once again out transporting guests up and down Main Street, USA. Of course, the horse-drawn trolley has been out. It's usually carrying characters or the Dapper Dans. You can't ride in it at this time. But nonetheless, the Omnibus and the Jitney on certain days in those earlier morning hours are once again available. A wonderful thing. A new specialty ice cream cone inspired by the Seven Dwarfs has arrived in Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. The Seven Dwarfs Specialty Cone, what a creative name, is available at Storybook Treats. It's cranberry vanilla soft serve in a cone with a chocolate belt buckle and a chocolate face. It looks like Grumpy. Why isn't this the Grumpy cone? Come on. Costs $5.99. Get the review on our website. The Grumpy Cranberry Cone. See, I already came up with a better name. Even though the world's most magical celebration has been going on for over a month, new surprises continue to pop up. And over at the Main Street Bakery, a new dessert throws it all the way back to October 1st, 1971. It's the opening day celebration cake. It's milk chocolate mousse, strawberry center, and gluten-friendly chocolate cake topped with balloon sprinkles and a chocolate piece. It's $6.99. The schematics have been leaked for the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction coming to EPCOT next year. These come from Devon Series design portfolios. It was Project Sausalito. You probably heard us, if you're a longtime viewer, you probably remember us telling you all about the layout and the project name and all that. But for those of you that are newer, Sausalito is the project name of the attraction. The reason for that, well, the Guardians of the Galaxy ship was called the Milano. Milano, Sausalito, they're both Pepperidge Farm cookies. The first image, let's get to the blueprints. Enough about cookies. The first image shows the old Universal Energy building and how things will be laid out in there, from the queue to the load area to the exit, all of those things. The Galaxarium, all these things inside. The trains will then launch and return through a tunnel off the right-hand corner of the building, and the attraction then goes into its gravity building, which the next next blueprints, if you will, show you the inside of the gravity building with the coaster track, of course, going through a number of tunnels, and also these wormholes. You may remember in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they jumped through some wormholes at one point. You'll be doing some of that when this attraction finally opens next year. If you want to see these in better, more clearly, they're up on the website. You can look at them for as long as you'd like. This year's EPCOT International Festival of the Holidays will feature plenty of entertainment. Of course, now we have the full lineup of candlelight processional celebrity narrators. We've also learned that Joyful, a celebration of the season, will return as well. The Storytellers Around World Showcase. Joyful, a celebration of the season, will return on Showcase Plaza stage. And venturing into World Showcase, there's a wealth of holiday storytellers, musical acts, and other performers to discover, from the Canadian Holiday Voyagers and their musical memories across the Great White North, to the Chinese Lion Dance, finally back, Italy's La Befana, France's Pierre Noël, and more. And November 26th through December 24th, Santa Claus will pay visit to the American Adventure. You step right up and let him know your fondest wish for Christmas. And yes, mine is that the citizens of Hollywood will return. And of course, there's the candlelight processional at the America Gardens Theater. This year, the incomparable Voices of Liberty will form a living Christmas tree at the center stage, flanked on either side by a choir of Disney cast members pouring their hearts into every song, accompanied by a full orchestra and the traditional Christmas story told by a celebrity narrator. Here now is your full schedule of appearances. From November 26th through the 28th, Ali Carvalho, that's the voice of Moana, in Disney's Moana, will be the narrator. November 29th through December 1st, Cheetah Rivera. December 2nd through the 4th, Jodie Benson, the voice of The Little Mermaid. December 5th through the 7th, Alton Fitzgerald White. December 8th through the 10th is Bart Millard. December 11th through the 13th is Lisa Ling. The 14th through the 16th, Andy Garcia. The 17th through the 19th, Anna Gasteyer from Saturday Night Live. December 20th through the 22nd, Courtney B. Vance. December 23rd through Christmas, Stephen Curtis Chapman. December 26th through the 28th will be Blair Underwood. And finally, can I buy a vowel, December 29th and 30th, Pat Sajak, Club 33 and Golden Oak resident. Pat Sajak will be narrating. Very exciting. I'm going to go see Pat Sajak, I think. That's who I want to see. While it may seem like only yesterday that a new baby white rhino was born at Disney's Animal Kingdom, that's because there was one born just 5 days ago. But back in September, another white rhino was born, and he's now celebrating his 2-month birthday and has been given a name. Dr. Mark Penning, the Vice President of Disney's Animal Science and Environment, shared footage of the white rhino, now officially named Milo, M-Y-L-O, on his Instagram page. Milo, now 2 months old, weighs 288 pounds, gaining over 100 pounds in just the last month. Honestly, same, Milo. Milo is still spending time backstage with his mother, Zhao, but should make their debut at Animal Kingdom to guests soon. He was the second of 3 white rhinos born in the last 13 months, with Ranger having been the first back in October of 2020. They still haven't named the new one because he's brand new. If your favorite Star Wars character is a droid cooking show host, or you've wondered why Wookiees don't wear red robes more often, you're probably a fan of the Star Wars Holiday Special. If you're a kid, look it up. Now you can celebrate Life Day, the holiday featured in the special, with specialty food and beverages from November 12th through January 9th at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You guessed it, at Disneyland, where they care. 3 restaurants in the land will have specialty items for Life Day. At Oga's Cantina, travelers can sample the pork belly slider skewer made with pork belly bao bun, zucchini sauce, Calabrian chili compote, and za'atar spice for $15. For something more adult, sip on a gin huckleberry cocktail made with gin elderflower liqueur and flavors of ginger and huckleberry, garnished with the sweet hibiscus flower for $18. Over at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, there's pork broth noodles featuring angel hair pasta, bok choy, mushrooms, roasted pork, yuzu tomato compote in a pesto tangsu broth, which costs $15.49. And finally, at Katsaka's Kettle, they're getting in on the fun with a potato hand pie, which is tikka masala spiced and served with mint cilantro yogurt for $6.79, and a black sesame macaron, which is toasted macaron with passion fruit buttercream and sesame praline for $5.49. If you're wondering why those don't have Star Wars names, it's because they kind of slipped up and posted these early. They've already been pulled from the Disneyland website. They'll probably get in-galaxy names before they debut on Saturday. I think it was also supposed to be a surprise. Well, surprise, we know what's coming. The holiday season has swept its way into the happiest place on earth with the arrival of the Christmas tree on Main Street, USA at Disneyland. But before guests get to go see the gigantic tree, they'll pass by the entrance gate, which has been transformed into a winter wonderland with snowflakes galore. Then we move on to the massive Christmas icon, the tree towering over the facades, reminding guests that there's nothing quite like the holidays at Disneyland. The whole thing is decorated with fond memories of the past, as Walt might say. Vintage-looking holiday cards and ornaments highlight the tree, which also has a massive strand of red, white, green, and yellow lights. A pile of presents can be found underneath, and all in all, Disneyland looks ready for the holidays. Guests seem ready too. And in fact, the holidays at the Disneyland Resort kicks off this week. I'll be out there this week. We're going to go to that first ever, the new Christmas party, Merriest Nights. I think that's the name. I don't know. All these things have Merriest in them, and I'm getting them all confused. Whatever it is. We're going to that on Thursday. Stay tuned for coverage of that and all the holiday stuff kicking off at Disneyland Resort. And in my opinion, no one, even Tokyo, no one does the holiday season like Disneyland. Always the most amazing. Star Wars' eternal struggle between the light and the dark side has been immortalized in a new set of glow ears available at the Disneyland Resort. The ears depict a blue and red lightsaber locked in combat, while each ear takes a different side. The left ear shows the symbol of the Galactic Empire, while the right has the symbol of the Rebellion. And a switch on the top allows the ears to glow, alternating between sides. The Empire side and the lightsaber light up in red. The Rebel side and lightsaber have a blue glow. The ears are 2042. We found them at the Star Wars Trading Post in the downtown Disney district. Phastos, Kingo, and Cersei from Eternals are now appearing in the ancient sanctum in Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure. When we swung by to visit the Eternals on our visit, only Cersei was there initially, but according to cast members, 3 characters appear on a rotating schedule until 1 p.m. It means you may see just one of them, or 2 or 3 at a time. They only let a few parties into the sanctum at a time, so the characters can have a personal interaction with guests. After a while, Phastos joined Cersei, and eventually Kingo arrived, and we got to see all 3 together. They remain on platforms the entire time, but you can still get relatively close to talk to them and take photos. Watch our video of the meet and greet right here on the channel. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, the Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside and a panel of Disney superfans as they take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog, tell you its history, details, give their review, and let you know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes, or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube at unplannedDowntime.com.